Is that a wider shot today? Looks a bit wider. I've turned off the stab because I was out with the gimbal yesterday going round the die mill with this camera. Getting it a bit of that. It came out no bad actually. I did one the day before with the GoPro on my chest and it's a bit rubbish actually. It's not very good. Audio's good, but I don't know, the GoPro got some rain on the front and I don't know, the GoPro Hero 7, this one, is it, I don't know, I was thinking about the upgrade, you know, going with the 10 and seeing if the stabilisation's better, if the video quality's better, but I've made a pact, I can't buy more gear, because we're skint right now, we're struggling, you know, it's just not the right time to buy more gear. And then I've got this lens here, the 18mm, which is alright on this camera. It basically means it's a 24 because this is a crop sensor, APS-C. I'd like wider. I've got a wider lens. It's the 12mm Samyang, but the focus breathing on that lens is brutal. It's basically unusable unless you manual focus. Oh, camera woes. There's a new Sony out, an 11mm, which looks like it would do the job really nicely. No new gear. No new gear. It was nice getting out though. I enjoyed the walk last night. I was hoping to get golden hour sunlight and clouds came over just as I went out, but it was worth it anyway. So if you want to see the output, go to Serenity Scotland. I'll put in the... You can check it out. My channel link, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I've got another couple scheduled actually. City Walk from Glasgow and what's the other one? I can't even remember. Oh, Brodick Walk, walking from Brodick Village Hall to the ferry terminal. So that's kind of my work. I've been spending most of my days for the last few weeks just sitting here on my video editor, putting stuff on YouTube. This is great, by the way. See this conversation we're having here? This is really helping me to stay loose and relaxed and not burn out. It's kind of weird. You'd think that making videos and publishing them would kind of lead to burnout, but it doesn't. It helps me to keep my head in the game. Reminds me that, you know, YouTube isn't scary. It doesn't have to be fancy editing. It doesn't have to be scripted. In fact, speaking of that, there's a friend of mine just published a video yesterday, a friend called Bav from the Part-Time YouTuber Academy, and she put up a really nice message saying kind of the same sort of thing as I say here. You know, just do the thing is what she was saying. So I'll put a link to her video, you can watch that and give her some support. Although she's got more subs than I, it's not a zero-sum game, Camille, is it? No, it isn't. So it's nice to see other creators thinking along the same lines as I am. And speaking of burnout, I watched a video this morning in bed. Actually, it was a video from... It came up through a video somebody had posted about coming to Arran, because, you know, I do like to watch the Arran kind of walking videos. And this guy had spoken about Paul Messner. Now, I've been subscribed to him in the past. I've unsubscribed from a lot of walking channels, and his was one of them. But I do like him. So when this guy spoke about a video that Paul had published recently talking about burnout and mental health and what it's like being a YouTuber and making it a living, I thought I'll go and watch that. So I watched it and it was really good. Paul just sitting with his GoPro talking about how he was inspired to make it through having watched another video creator doing a similar kind of video where he spoke about burnout. And it's an incredible thing how, you know, you think you get your dream job making videos and putting them out and starting to see the revenue come in. It's very exciting. And then you get encouraged and you keep going, and then eventually you can hit burnout. So keeping my mental health intact is ironically what this channel's really about, innit? And so if I were to burn out and destroy my mental health by making videos about keeping my mental health intact. It would be a bit weird, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I've just got to keep it in my head that I'm doing this because it keeps me well. It helps me to get better, and it reminds me that you can put up on YouTube whatever you want. And if it's fun, I think that's the key to it. If it's fun, then you're more likely to keep going. And the other thing is, stop looking at the analytics. And it's really, really hard. You know, I even find myself doing it with ease sometimes, just to see how my channel's doing, because I think it's human nature, I suppose, isn't it? We want the love, we want the accolades, we want the recognition that what we're doing is worthwhile. And in a funny way, wanting that can make it stop becoming worthwhile. That's what I'm all about, you know, making sure that I keep my reasons in my head, which is another reason why I've got this beautiful book here that I fill in every day with 2 pages of lovely fountain pen ink. You know, this one actually went out public yesterday. I don't normally make them public. And I publish these on my newsletter channel, and I'm finding this incredibly helpful. I don't know what my streak is now. It's quite long. I've been publishing these for many, many days now. I think that's one. Oh, is there a missed out day on the 2nd of June? Looks like it. Almost had a full month there. It's just such a lovely thing to do. And it's weird, but publishing them just makes me more likely to do it. And I don't know, it might just help someone if it encourages someone to start writing. And I know some of the Community Garden Radio listeners, Sean Keaveney's radio show, we're talking on the Discord about going out to buy a notebook and start to journal, and that's exciting. In fact, I might put a message in and ask those people if they did it, and try and keep them accountable, because it's just such a powerful thing. Anyway, that's quite a long ramble today, isn't it? Didn't mean for it to be this long, but then I never know how long it's meant to be, so there's no meaning really behind it. It's just what it is, to use the parlance of our times. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.